Right, I'm check it out. So, if you're not into the spiritual talk, as per title, then there's no point in this video, right? So, I want to talk about some things, some weird events that's been going on, right? And I think first I'd like to thank my angel number 13, all right? Because I've been on Friday the 13th. I had my nearest, well, my latest and most closest near-death experience, right? Basically, I crashed the truck, and where it ended up landing, the truck was on the leading sideways on the metal railings, where it actually smashed through part of the railings, right? And it was hanging right on the edge, and underneath was the motorway, all right? And on a different day, let's say the trailer what I was pulling, it wasn't a fully loaded trailer as well. If it was a fully loaded trailer with all that weight, chances are, more time than not, I'd have went straight down, and that'd be the end of it. But there's things there's higher forces in control at play, right? And I know this for a fact now, right? It's really bizarre. It was like I just fell asleep out of nowhere when I was driving, right? But then, because when I pulled off from the traffic light, okay, obviously it was green, so I'm a foot to the pedal, and that's when I almost like dropped to sleep randomly, yeah, just dropped to sleep. And when I come round, which must have been a few seconds later, I was heading straight for the lamppost, right? And when I swerved, I tried to swerve, but obviously the truck picked up too much speed by then, so smashed it. So as soon as I hit that, the fucking truck just flipped from one side to the other side, and I just closed my eyes. I did. I thought, you know what, this is it. This might be it. You know what I mean? But not this time. And whatever this thing was over me, yeah, which I believe is a demon, right? Whatever this is, well, yeah, I'm sort of call it a demon. That's what I believe it is. All right. It made itself known. It really made itself known to me, yeah. And because that crash happened on at 3 AM. And if you know anything about 3 AM, 3 AM is the witching hour. Okay. Plus it was on Friday the 13th. Okay, 13. People, we all know that in most cultures around the world, 13 is deemed as an unlucky number. All right. But even though I said prior, there's an angel 13. There is. All right. So we've got the bad side. We've got the bad side and on the good side. All right. Yeah. So this demon made itself known. And like, there's no more doubting about all the other near-death experiences I've had before this, and other weird shit was happening. Yeah, it made itself known. The symbolism all came to a complete, like, you just came together, right? You know what I mean? There's no denying it, right? Friday, regardless of the day, Friday, it was still the 13th, yeah. So the 13th, on the 3rd hour, made itself known. But like I said, I believe that there's an angel over me, and it intervened. Said no, because this demon is really trying to get my soul. It's trying to kill me, right? So obviously my time's not to go yet. And obviously tried, to intervene, and said no, not this time. And all I gotta do is just look back. I just gotta look back in to when I my last pretty much near-death experience, right? This was on again the 13th. This was the 13th of December, 2023. I was driving my car, and well, what I found in the end, it was the water pump failure. So basically, I had a water pump failure. All right, so I was driving on the motorway, and I was coming to the junction where I live, and fucking flies, man. Yeah, and that's when it happened. As soon as I exited the junction, that's when the water pump failed. All right. So what happened was, so obviously with the coolant, hot coolant splashed onto the auxiliary belt on the front of the engine. The belt slipped off, and obviously the auxiliary belt is it's responsible for like the power steering, the aircon, and numerous other things, right? So obviously that belt came off. All right. I pretty much had no steering. Obviously the steering went completely dead. And my car's a lump, right? It's got a freaking 3-litre engine at the front, so it's a lump. So I had no power steering, but luckily when I was coming off the motorway, I wasn't going that fast. I know people come off the SIP road and still doing 70 off a SIP road for whatever reason. I think I might have been doing about 50 or 60 or something like that. It just happened, and at the bottom of the SIP road there's some traffic lights, and then there's like I don't even know what to call it. It's not even a roundabout, but just ahead there's like a dual carriageway. So I just managed to steer it enough so I didn't go basically head first into the fucking central carriageway, right? And yeah, so yeah, again, that was on the 13th. So this number has been popping up a lot, and just prior to the accident, probably about a month or so before that, the number 13 kept on showing up on everything. It's either 13 or 3 or 33, yeah. And he kept on, no matter where I was going, that number kept popping up. I kept seeing number 13 or 33 all the time, and I'm thinking, this is crazy. I've never ever seen a certain number be constantly constantly. I can't get away from the number. Like, so when I'm at work, for instance, now I'm going to certain places to deliver certain things, right? So when I'm delivering, so depends what I'm going to. So go in and book in, and they're like, okay, go back onto bay 13 or bay 33 or bay 13, you know what I mean? So like, just weird, very weird, very, very weird. I've seen the number 13 was just constantly showing up, and obviously I read up about that, and obviously what I found out was that it was a warning. It was a warning from the angel number 13. It's a warning telling me that something might go wrong, but persevere and you'll get through it. So it was warning me ahead. All right. So, and adding up all the things that's been going on in my life and that, it's clear as day now. I don't think or believe I know there's higher forces at play around me, and I wouldn't even say I'm scared. I'm not scared. I've accepted it. I've accepted it, right? And some people, you know, some people can just be cursed from from birth, or just from certain things what allow certain demonic spirits to enter, right? You know, even like childhood trauma. If you had childhood trauma, you know, stuff like that. It opens a gateway for certain demonic spirits to enter and try and take control, right? And yeah, so it's, you know, it's this one though. This one was a real, like, was a real shocker, right? Because there was only, like, there were certain things happening. So more recently there'd be certain things happening, right? Where it's just pretty much, it's just unexplainable, right? But I just know this demon, whatever it is after me, and it's getting closer, right? And the inevitable is always behind you. You never know when your time's up, right? But this thing's trying to get me, trying to get my soul, trying to take me off here. And I don't know how long it can be held off for. But maybe it's gonna be interesting to see. Because when you live a life like mine, right, it's just full of, my life has just been full of just bullshit. It's been a constant struggle, day in, day out, right? Like, if something minuscule good happens to me, straight away another 5, 6 bad things will happen, right? And it's just, it gets tiring. I don't get happy for anything no more. Pointless. Because I know it's gonna get, whatever it is, the what happens after that, it's gonna be, it's been a constant string of fucked up things, right? Things that are happening outside of my control. So it's pretty exhausting, right? So it's just, like I said, it's a constant battle, day in, day out. Like basically, the shit started from when I was a little kid, really. Basically, like, I'm just thinking, you know, it's just been constant struggles, and like I said, it started from when I was a kid. Like, nothing ever runs smooth, nothing ever goes right. It's madness, man. Like, I always wish that I wrote a journal on all the fucked up things that happen, man. Because it's just crazy. Like, and certain people who was with in the past, right, they seen for themselves how fucked up my luck, my luck, you could say that my luck was, you know, how fucked up my bad luck was, right? They seen it themselves. I'm like, they were like, fucking hell, man. You're right. You know what I mean? So it's tiring. It's fucking tiring, man. But because when that crash happened on the 30th of June, like, after I hit that lamppost, I swear, I just closed my eyes, man. I thought this is it. I thought, well, I'm ready to go. I think this is it. Because when he hit one side and then he hit the other, and I was just waiting. I just closed my eyes and I thought, right, this is me. I'm about to die. I'm going. But then I woke up. Then I opened my eyes and I was like, I'm here. But at that very moment, that moment, yeah, I thought I was ready to go. I thought, fuck it. If I go, I go. I thought, well, the only benefit of going is that I don't have to fucking live this bullshit life, this bullshit struggle. You know what I mean? It's constant struggle, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's tiring, man. It's fucking tiring, exhausting. And I thought, finally, if I'm fucking off this, if I'm out of this fucking, if I leave this world, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with it because I'll be free and I can chill out from all there'll be no more struggles. There'll be no more bullshit to deal with. You know what I mean? I can rest. I can be at peace. You know what I mean? So yeah, that moment in time, I was ready to go, man. I thought, yeah, this is it. You got me, and I'm ready to go. But yeah, but yeah, for those who don't know what the witching hour is about, 3 a.m. All right, I'll just quickly Google it and I'll read it out. Well, now I can't fucking find it. I was fucking seeing this the other day and he popped up straight away. Oh, I think I might have found it now. Don't know. Let me see. I don't know, man. I can't find that thing like what I seen. Yeah, I can't fucking find it, but there's a thing what pretty much like broke it down. Like I didn't have to go search for it. Kind of just broke it all down straight away. But basically, on that 3rd hour, right? That's when I'm trying to think of the right description of it. Well, I'll just read something now, but it says the witching hour or the devil's hour is a time of night that is associated with supernatural events whereby witches, demons, ghosts are thought to appear and be at their most powerful. All right, and the reason why they're the most powerful because at 3 a.m. is when we are more susceptible, like we're more susceptible for those kind of entities to enter our realm, basically. All right, for lack of a better word. But like I said, I can't find the proper description for it, which is pretty much broken down to a T. So yeah, so it's definitely this one's definitely the shocker, all right? So I've had numerous, like I can go. I've had another another near-death experience was when I again happened when I was driving. Again, when I was coming off the motorway. I think this was about 2009. Actually, no. I think about 2012. I think it was actually. Sorry. Yeah. I was coming off the motorway, and this car was driving now. I heard a loud clunk. I was like, "What the fuck is that?" So obviously, when I come off the sit road, obviously, you know, I'm gonna brake. I'm looking to brake, innit? Like you would do. Could you come off the sit road? Found out I had no fucking brakes. So what I found out was that clunk was the fucking brake calipers at the front fucking fell off. Yeah, so I had no fucking brakes, so I had to fucking pull up. I had to pull. Once I realized I had no brakes, I had to fucking pull the fucking handbrake up and steer myself, you know, round to the exit was coming off of the sit road. You can't write this shit, man. And I'm not going to go into every single thing what's happened. There's no point because I'll be here all fucking day. But there's too many things what are no longer coincidences no more. You know, like again, when I had that crash on Friday the 13th, it's only the date. And the date. The funny thing is as well, the day before that, someone was one of the guys I was working with. He was actually telling me about. He was asking me, do I know about this one of the other guys crashing somewhere? Funny enough, it was that route he was going, where the driver crashed. He crashed more up towards where the destination was. All right. Well, he came off the road. I think because he tried to avoid another oncoming truck. That's what I got told anyway. So what happened to me the very next day? I got given that same route, right? But I didn't crash near towards my destination. This was about 10 minutes into the drive. Okay. So like yeah, so someone was speaking to me about someone crashing, right? Very next day I had a crash, and something very similar happened about a year ago. One of the other drivers, I was speaking to him. I was finishing work, right? But he had to stay behind. And I was like, what? I asked him, what are you staying behind for? What's up? What are you doing? He's like, oh, he's got to finish some insert report sheet because when he pulled out from the store in the truck, the back end of the trailer caught a brick wall, which was he caught a brick wall basically, and like took part of the wall out. I was like, oh fucking hell, that's mad that. And the very next day, I had a very similar accident. I was coming into a store. It was very tight entrance, and I ended up damaging the trailer and the railings because the back end caught and snagged the metal railings and fucked up the trailer and the railings as well. So again, I had a very similar accident the day after, just after someone speaking to me about theirs. So there's some, like I said, there's some weird things at play, and no one can convince me otherwise. All right, so it's just a matter of just getting on with things, innit? You know what I mean? Just gotta get on with it. Whenever the inevitable comes, it will come. You know what I mean? So yeah, so it's pretty much been confirmation for me now of what I've been thinking. It's pretty much been confirmation. So is what it is, isn't it? But yeah, the Angel 13 is looking over me clearly. How long it can hold off this fucking demon for, I don't know. But we'll see how it goes. And yeah, that's about it really. So until next time.